What's good, y'all? Episode 14 of the show. Cue the applause. Man, so today, because I live in stupid England, you can't get coffee creamer here, so I ordered some coffee creamer in today, and it was expired. Garbage. Just go back to the person. I was like, yo, you can't sell that. It's such a boring story. So gross. Like, I didn't know it was expired. I checked the description, and then the dude's like, yo, I had it in the other description. I'm like, if it all looks good and you didn't put it in big block letters, I'm not going to see it. So that's stupid, and that's a stupid way to start my day. Yo, I'm going to show you my t-shirt real quick. Hold up. Jeffrey Dahmer. If you can't beat him, eat him. Because why wouldn't I wear that? That's so on brand for me. Yeah. Why I real quick before I get into like the stuff I was gonna get into today. Like I know I cuss a lot. And the reason I do is partly because my mom used to cuss in Chinese a lot as I grew up. And I didn't know what a lot of that stuff meant until later when I actually asked people. Because otherwise, how else would I know what, Dule Le Monde means? So partly cuss because of my mom, partly because of the hip hop stuff, which isn't a bad thing. And another thing is because it's really honest. If people cuss, like, also it's super weird when people who don't cuss. Like, it's cool when you're a kid and like the teacher eventually just goes shit or like fuck. Like that's kind of cool, but like it's really weird when people don't cuss and then you hear them say shit or fuck and then it's like, oh, it's really weird. Like people who don't laugh and then you suddenly see them smiling or they laugh and they laugh like a girl. Like I ain't gonna front because like most people laugh like a girl. Guys, when you're really like belly laughing, like yo, you'll laugh like a girl. Everybody does. But yo, it's honest. It's super duper honest to cuss. And it's expressive too because it's like for my situation, like I'm not just sick. I'm really fucking sick. I always say is everything is on a scale. And if you go to the doctors and you're a little bit hurt, like owie, oh, it sucks, right? If you're really, really hurting, it really sucks. And then if you're way beyond it that way, it really fucking sucks. But also, it's super honest. Just like this Jeffrey Dahmer witness statement from years ago where all the people he impacted, like their families, that some went up and read statements like, we're really hurt by the thing and da. Oh, I can't believe this has happened. They're so patient and nice. I get that. If you have the nuts to do that, that's fine. But the one lady who screams like this, that's like a while ago, I watched that and I was like, it really made me cry, man. I was watching I watched the Monster Dharma thing on Netflix, like whenever it came out. And then I watched this and like, it just teared me up thinking about it because she's so honest about it and it's so open and vulnerable and real, This.
I'm mad. This is how you act when you are out of control. I don't want to ever see my mother have to go through this again. Never, Jeffrey! Jeffrey! I hate you, motherfucker! I hate you! This is out of control! Don't fuck with me, Jeffrey! I'll kill you, goddammit! Look at me, motherfucker! I can kill you! I can kill you!
Honest. Dude, in British court, they would get so mad at you for cussing and having any emotions. I hate British court, dude. Like you can't cuss, and you're just so they're bound by the rules because they're still wearing the old timey wigs, the powdered wigs. Like, dude, I've seen American court stuff on TV where they just be cussing it. Like some people, like, yeah, can I say that? Yeah, he told me to get in the fucking car. Like, dude, you get in trouble for that because it's verbal abuse. Ugh. Dude, These are dude, the people who don't swear is just like it's just weird, man. It's so weird. Um, yeah, real quick too. Not to flex. I was gonna hit on this chick nearby as well. Like I seen she's kind of hot, and I was gonna go, yo, not to flex, but and I don't want to get panties too wet, but like I've got 4 days left on like Paramount Plus if you want to come through and watch something. But not to get super braggy, but I pulled one of the rarest cards in Pokemon like yesterday. um this is a crown rare. It's crown rare is like the rarest cards in the game. And this has a right here. This has a 0.002% chance of being found. So, I didn't want to make panties drop this early in the episode, but dude, right when I was having like a sucky game on it too, it was terrible. I was just losing a whole bunch. So ordered some coffee creamer that was out of date. That was a waste of time and money, so that's awful. Dude sent me a big bottle of food poisoning. Talked about Jeffrey Dahmer and why I cuss. Okay, so I'm a lot of the time trying to get people to appreciate movies and effort in like music and films and stuff. And I had some friends I was talking to about movies, and they're like one guy worked on a movie, and he's going, yeah, actors don't do nothing. They're just gonna sit around and stuff. And like, I'm like, yeah, well, I can't fuck with y'all no more because like you don't appreciate people's time. That's people's time. But I put this up because I saw this the other day, and this is what I'm saying. I wrote why I appreciate effort. This video on Collider, behind the scenes of weapons, is exactly what I'm talking about when like, yo, I want people to put effort in and understand how much effort goes into stuff. Because say for instance, like really easy one to imagine is Superman, blue suit, yellow logo, red cape. But then like the new David Corn sweat Superman James Gunn thing, by the way, loved it. I'll talk about that in a bit. Like, the new Superman, he's got like shoulder pads here, and the way it goes down, and it does all this stuff, and it's sort of like, like it's effort, right? And this video perfectly explains as well, like the type of effort that goes into movies of like think like I was saying with the Superman thing. Think about everything you have to do with that from the Chris Reeves, where it was just like lycra tights, spandex, whatever, like stretchy crap. And then they went to the what's his name, Zack Snyder thing, where it was like all little cross hatchy things and patterns and textures, and it was raised here and lowered there and da da da. Everything like that has to be thought about, like the tone of the color of blue, and then the type of red and how it looks on film. Like if you ever seen like the behind the scenes of WandaVision, they say like, oh yeah, because we filmed it in black and white, one of the episodes. They had to paint his face blue so it wasn't the regular red. So like when people like say, oh yeah, that movie was shit, like you can really only say that for like The Son of Mask. It was like, that's a terrible movie. But but dude, it's so much effort, like so much meticulous detail to do movies and stuff. And I was going to insert like this rhyme I wrote basically into this episode because I put like a lot of detail in it, and I learned what the thing I was doing is called phonetic echoing. That's it, phonetic echoing. Where you don't just rhyme the last thing, you're like rhyming a bunch of shit in the middle and on the way to the rhyme thing. And I wrote that rhyme because I got Paramount Plus to watch the Eminem Stans thing. Which, by the way, like parasocial really is the way to describe that. It's kind of good, but like it's slightly when I finished it, it's slightly sinister of the like people really think they know this guy, and I'm like, do you really know? Like, because like you know all this stuff that like it's basically like the documentaries like talking about how people feel like they know. I don't know. It left me with a little uneasy sort of feeling about it. But this is a really good video about meticulous detail of like, oh, how they made the plant in weapons, and like the thought behind like the color of the leaves, and and they talk about like how they thought about the color of her wig and the different types of wigs, and like this is the type of stuff. This goes to show, like, when I talk movies with people, y'all clearly don't watch the extras or the behind the scenes or how it's made stuff. I love this kind of stuff. And I'll talk about weapons and why weapons is dope in a bit. Um, but yeah, Stan's left me a little uneasy. Meticulous detail is always dope. And I'll give you a hint if I can kind of remember some of the rhyme. So I got Paramount Plus. I watched Stan's, and I binge watched like Frasier, in like a week or so. And it got me thinking like the detail on it was something like, yeah, MC's, what is it? I can't handle competition in a healthy manner. I constantly snap like a wealthy team with a selfie camera. Every rapper that's not felt gets dealt the hammer, cause on the mic I'm a beast, nothing like Kelsey Grammer. I was fucking with 50 before Chelsea Handler, cause when life kicked me down and never gave me a chance, I even offered a hand up, it helped to banter. I never planned to make myself a gangster. It just happened itself when I expelled a ranter, tried to quell the anger. Guess you gotta question death's grip if life never held the answer. That's when I figured writing raps could propel my angst to rebel and enhance the circumstance I found myself in. Didn't drown and turned it around like a tail fin. I'm using my gift now so Santa and his elves can go to hell, sucking the 12-inch while I keep these flows at 3,000 Kelvin. I gotta keep rap alive, I can't let Adele win. I'm writing on my cell because I can't fuck with a gel pen. You could be 11 albums in and still couldn't sell 10 or spit faster if I poison your latest health trend. Told myself to repel friends so you can be poised to excel and enjoy your wealth. And now if there's nothing else left to tell them, I'ma just let the tale in. Basically, I started with the rhyme of like, I was like, Kelsey Grammer. On the mic, I'm a beast, nothing like Kelsey Grammer. Because, you know, like X-Men, Kelsey Grammer play Beast. So on the mic, I'm a beast, nothing like Kelsey Grammer. I was fucking with 50 before Chelsea Handler. So like, da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba. But there's also like I put like phonetic stuff in there, and then I was like, yeah, it's a crazy rhyme. But yeah, phonetic echoing was in there, and yeah, people should just be more appreciative with shit. Right. So the main shit in the episode was I wanted to talk about the idea of celebrity. That was the kind of main thing for today. And why, after years of like looking at stuff, I'm like, celebrity seems like awful to be famous. Like, it seems awful. Like, people know your address. Like, there's weirdos for how many nice people there are in the world. There is a ton of, you know, the opposite, and they're absolutely beyond weird. Like, can you imagine like being famous because you just all you've done is be on TV a whole bunch. Like, you just put the effort in. And now people are like, yo, can I collect your toenail clippings or some shit? Or like, yo, can I just have a lock of your hair? But this idea started when I was watching the press tour for Fantastic Four First Steps. And they all look so, dude, this is why I thought it's awful. They all look so fucking tired. Like, you can tell, like, yeah, everyone on the Fantastic Four, like anything you've seen in the press, basically they've had to get on a plane and they've gone to like France, and then they've gone to London, and they've flown back to like, you know, LA or some shit to do an interview. So you're like, you're like 6 planes in a day. You're tired as shit, and they're like, "What's your favorite thing about your character?" Like, hey, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it looks exhausting, you know. And this is the other shit is like, yeah, like my other friends didn't appreciate, oh yeah, like actors don't do shit. Like, they're doing shit like that. Like, they're getting on planes and like they gotta sit and listen to your dumbass questions about like, how do you relate to like Mr. Fantastic? And just, oh my God, dude. Like, how much cocaine and coffee I would need to stay awake during that shit. Jesus. So that press tour looked awful. But also, so I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Bruce Willis up, right, for this example, right? This is also what seems like terrible about celebrity, and you have to think of like foresight with this, right? You can't be in only good movies. Like, uh, let me think of a better way to start this up, right? I don't think nobody wants to go and I don't think nobody reads the script for a movie like as an actor and thinks this is going to be amazing or this is going to be absolute dog shit. Because as well, right? You have the script, you have what the studio might want to do or change to it. And then what I didn't know about movies until like about a year ago or something is like even censors can change some stuff in a movie. So you can be the guy who wrote it. You can give it to the actors. You think it's dope, but then the studio can fuck it up. The marketing can clearly fuck it up, and also weirdly the censors can fuck it up. But so it's an insane career to want to go into. And like I say, my actors, I don't think they read the shit and they think this is gonna fucking bomb. Um, so what I'm getting at is as well, like, yeah, like Bruce Willis is in some dope movies as seen here, right? There's a lot of great stuff. He's in Pulp Fiction, freaking Die Hard, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Armageddon, maybe. You know, um, like Bruce Willis is in some bangers, right? And then you look at like the bullshit Bruce Willis was in a lot later in his career. Whether he just wanted to act, whether he needs the money, I don't know. But there's some absolute bargain bin at the gas station movies, you know? Um, and for me, I'd like, yo, if I had the choice, I'd love to be in stuff where like I know the entire process. That's why like I want to rap because it's like I'm controlling the whole fucking thing. I've got a lot of leeway to like say some shit that I really think is dope, you know? But like this shit, like God. Um and like yo, it's really weird like you think about it, right? Okay, so I'll put up Keanu too, right? Keanu Reeves, he's in the Matrix. He's fucking Neo. He's John Wick. He's in Bill and Ted, like the youngest I can think of, and like Point Break and Speed, and he's been in a lot of great shit. And the other idea of all this celebrity shit is like, if Keanu does a bad movie, right, you'll just go, it's Keanu. So like, if he's in that new Aziz Ansari movie or whatever the fuck it is, or like even the last Matrix, right, and it's sort of like you give him a pass because you're like, it's Keanu, but that's not how it kind of works or should work. It, what I'm saying is like, yeah, all fame shit seems fucking horrible. Like you think about that Rachel Zegler chick who was in the Snow White thing that people didn't like, and you think about, dude, really think about like her saying stuff that she thought was probably right about a war thing. I don't quite know it because I don't watch news stuff. Don't get me involved. I said this before. I don't get it. I'm not smart enough to say what's right or wrong. But people were saying like, oh, she's outspoken. It's not her place to say. And only parts of that are true. It's like, but like, yo, think like I saw like not so long after all of that stuff, and after Snow White came out, she obviously had to do some of the press for it. She looked really, really fucking upset and depressed, and it looked like it weighed heavy on her. Um, and like, I can't imagine being fucking famous. And then like, yo, you got fucking people outside your house and they're saying like the worst shit. Like again, scale. Think of all the nice shit you could say. Think about the worst shit, and then people will actually go and act on some shit. It's dude, celebrity, man. Nah. Um, but then also it's the whole shit as well. It's like that's why my show ain't popping. I get that like I'm not popular. It took a show for me to do this and like and just life for me to go, yo, I'm clearly like not popular with anyone. I like me. That's all I really need in the world. Um but it's so weird, like, yeah. You can like I said, you can read a script and you'll think it's the shit, but it can change so much along the way, and then it can be received like shit, or someone will get it completely fucked up out of place and misconstrued. Um, and it all depends on if you're like Keanu or not. are you Keanu Reeves? Like loads of people probably think they are Keanu Reeves, but everyone thinks they're like the main character and like the shit. But just oh my god, dude. Like, and this is the other thing as well. Is like, yo, it's such a short shelf life. Like nowadays, there's not really like big stars. Like Bruce Willis was a huge star in like the definitely 90s. I don't know about 80s or whatever. Um, but like, yeah, think about how many new people there are of like stuff like in movies and like music. Like, yo, no bullshit. I saw a music band the other day, and like I was just looking through shit to listen to called Wet Leg. I'm like, what the fuck is dude? You will like that's the worst shit about getting older. One people that you think will live forever just dying, like celebrities like that you like or respect. But then like seeing new shit come in, here's the new song "Don't Crack My Finger" by David Table. Like, who the fuck is David Table? Yeah, the new movie starring Scrantus McQuibby. Also, why do they name people like dumb fucking names in movies like John Wick a little bit, but like why is it with some super strong name like Jack Concrete, dude, Rick Cement, dude. Um, but yeah, dude, it's so weird that like for real, it's a real thing. Like yeah, Keanu, it's sort of like you cement yourself in that place of like just you're up there, like you're Neo forever. But then, like, if he does a bad one, it's like, it's Keanu. But like somebody else on the way up doing like a shitty movie, oh, dude, you could just so fuck your whole trajectory up. Or life could do it for you. Or again, you could just have crazy fans like that Rachel Zegler chick. Oh, dude, I can't imagine, man. Like having your depression or your anxiety like really publicized. That's the other shit as well. Is like, you see people talking about that shit on interviews. What's that name? Gail King or whatever the fuck. Like, and they're like, yeah, or like they talk about that alcoholism or like some serious thing they've had. It's insane to think about. Like I would never want to talk about some of the worst shit I've gone through on TV or like somewhere where people can like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Fucking celebrity and shit is just super duper fucking weird, man. Um. Just like perfect example as well, of like a famous person who like you would have thought just had the world at his feet. Russell Crowe. Like Russell Crowe, Gladiator, fucking dope. Like Gladiator's great. A Beautiful Mind's great.
It was great.
And then you start getting to like Unhinged, that movie where like I kind of liked it actually, but it's not it's not no fucking Taxi Driver. It's so weird, man. Like the idea of being famous, man. And yeah, press tours look fucking horrible, man. And also, like, I don't count YouTube people as famous people. That's super weird too for me. Like famous people are like people who put the work in movies and like they've took their actual time and they've learned some shit. And it's not just learning the lines. It's like it's really losing. When I watch it, I want to be lost in it and convinced that you're this person or that person. I don't know, man. Like it's just, dude, it's such a short shelf life as well, especially for like for female actors as well. I think like once them tits are fucking gone, like it's gone. But like think about like what like. Oh man, just I can't even think of like nobody who's like ultra famous now who as a movie star, and it's just incredible. Like, and then you also get to this fucking sorry before I carry on. There's also this stage of like you get fucking burned out. Like, like let's put Timothy Chalamet in everything or Jenna Ortega in everything. And there was another fucking dude who was in everything. There was like a Tom Hardy thing, like. Just nothing against the guy. It's just that he's just not my thing. And then like dude, like I like Seth Rogen, right? I like Pineapple Express, really funny, great smoker movie. Superbad's fucking incredible. But like weirdly, like my brain switch, I'm just like Seth Rogen kind of fucking annoys me, dude. It's just the laugh thing. Like at first it's kind of funny. But like now I'm like, oh, this fucking guy. And I don't know why. Like I still like the guy. I bet he's lovely in person. Um, and that's the other thing too. Like, yeah, celebrities, like some famous people are clearly pieces of shit, dude. I've got a theory, like, yeah, all the happy looking celebrities are probably fucking awful. And all the ones who seem mean are probably really nice. Like, there's a lot of rappers who like seem fucking mean and shit. That's why I like rap, because like in rappers, because there's like clearly there's some fucking maniacs, like in real life. But I reckon like a ton of rappers are really like nice people. Because think about it, you gotta like if you're Taylor Swift, you gotta smile all day, and then I bet you like yo, when she goes home, she's there like picking her feet, farting up the couch and shit. Oh my god, just like why are famous people even a thing, dude? Like why do we look to these people to like freaking who we aspire to be? Some of them are absolute pieces of shit, dude. Just fucking can't, man. Oh my god. The idea of celebrity. Fucking terrible. Um I don't know how old this fucking list is, man. Because it's definitely changed since. I've definitely added a few things. If I didn't say this in the last episode, or go through this in the last episode, sorry if my camera's fucking up. I'll just go through this. Mickey 17, really good. Like Robert Pattinson. Weird movie. But yeah, it's okay. Bloodlines really liked. Good addition, good little Easter eggs to like the other movies, like when they're trying to think of the hospital name, like Clear Rivers, deep cuts. And then to end the movie, like that ending, we all know what that's about. Present, Steven Soderbergh, wasn't my favorite thing. But I mean, I appreciate the guy trying to do different shit, like because it was shot on like a phones or something, or it was like I don't know. Just I think there's better stuff like that though. Like Missing is kind of decent, and the thing with Storm Reed and the thing with John Cho. One's called Searching, one's called Missing. I think that's the titles. Those are pretty good. But Steven Soderbergh, I don't know. Yeah, wasn't my favorite thing when I was watching it. King in New York fucking sucked. I don't know why. I just like I don't know why I've even marked it a 4. I'm just like I'll just go with everyone else. Sometimes I do that. I just kept watching Chris Walken be Chris Walken, and I couldn't get it out of my head, thinking of all the impressions I heard.
Foo Fighters!
And I kind of can't remember it right now, that movie. Really freaking love Superman, dude. The start of the movie where he flies and she goes, the alien's on his way back. Dude, that movie will make my spidey sense tingle. The intro flying music in Superman, the new Superman, is the fucking shit, dude. Where like the horns come in and it's like bum bum bum. Dude, it's so fucking dude, I've listened to that like a ton of times and it gives me fucking goosebumps. I love it. It feels fresh. It just hits the ground running. I absolutely love that new Superman movie. There's a few things that aren't but whatever. Bring Her Back. I thought it was kind of going to be different. In a way of was it going to be like a resolve or something, or I just thought it was going to go in another direction? Maybe that and maybe a bit both, but like that was kind of dope. It was weird, man. It was a nice weird. Love the Fantastic Four movie. Can't wait to see that again in the next week or two on home release. Again, hits the ground running. Love the styling of it. That 60s shit looked awesome. It's good that they didn't get the guy doing the voice let's go over and it just makes the old ones look goofy, which is great. Lolita is something I've wanted to see for a long time because obviously Stanley Kubrick is incredible. But apparently the John Malkovich one, and clearly the book is a lot more graphic, and I basically learned that the Malkovich one and the book are more explicit, whereas the Kubrick one is more humorous and it's more implied, the thing. So I watched it and I kind of didn't get that the thing had happened. Fruitvale, but it's a great movie. Fruitvale Station made me tear up because that shit was fucked up. And it was like, I only knocked a star off because he kept saying bruh too much. Not just bruh, it was bruh. Bruh. Why, bruh? But Ryan Coogler, incredible freaking movie. So fucking heartbreaking and heart-wrenchingly sad. That shit fucked me up. I was crying watching that shit. I was like, this motherfucker didn't deserve that shit. That shit was whack as fuck. But great portrayal and great. Just really good movie, man. Definitely worth watching if you've never seen it. You never understood, you know, that perspective of life. I watched a Josh Johnson comedy, like a Josh Johnson thing on YouTube recently, where he was like the comedian. He does a daily show and he does like he's doing like a flowers tour. It's called Flowers, this tour, and he's literally saying some shit like about things like just life stuff. Like, yeah, it doesn't kill you to change your mind about something and like look at things from a different point of view. So I think a lot of people who would never maybe watch something like Fruitvale Station or dive into just go watch that shit. It's really fucking good. Next up was the Oscar Perkins The Monkey. That I thought was gonna be something different, but it was good ish. I thought it was. It's probably because it didn't go the way I wanted it to, and it didn't kind of. It just kind of got really fucking silly, and it could have been something a lot weirder and worse. But whatever. Weapons, I've gone back and forth on being a 4.5 and a 4. I think it lands pretty good at a 4. And this still pisses me off, dude. My friend told me one time, he's like, "Well, yeah, Letterboxd." I was like, "Yeah, they're out of 5. The stars are out of 5." And he goes, "Yeah, but if you double it up, it's to a 10." And it fucked me up, man, because I'm like, Weapons isn't an 8 out of 10 movie. It's more of a 9.5. But like, if it's like that, fucking so bothers me that. But dude, Weapons is so fucking good. Like the direction of fucking one, I love crispy transitions. So like, if I do this now and then like the next scene is somebody else doing that, or like it's a tree and like that it fades into a tree, but my hand is perfectly shaped like that tree. Love those crispy transitions. But dude, the way Weapons is told and the fucking weirdness of it. And dude, that shit had me thinking about that motherfucker like around my house. And it still kind of does. It sticks with you a little bit, which is really fucking good. I fucking love Weapons. That's probably my favorite thing I've seen this year, if not in the past few years. Weirdly, I think it's fucking because it put the first time you see it, you're like, what the fuck is the chick? Did she do something? Like, is she a creep? Has she done something? Has somebody else done something? And then like, oh, dude, I only marked it down because like, yeah, maybe like the ending wasn't not so. It doesn't need to be a neat little bow for me. It was just a little. It just feels slightly silly, like it should, but like maybe it's her run. I don't know. She's got that Phoebe Buffet running thing. But yeah, some good movies, man. Some good movies I watched lately. Definitely go see Weapons if you haven't seen it. Yeah, the idea of celebrity seems freaking terrible. Just God, man. I can't imagine. Dude, 25-hour flight. Hey, what do you think the Thing would be like in real life? Like, I don't care. Like, dude, just go watch the movie. I don't care. Oh my gosh. That's the episode. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Talk it up in the comments. I will be back for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Stay safe. Peace.